A common question I get is, how do I support my kid in sports? My name is David Sabi, and I help parents raise athletes. Parents raise athletes, and they do that by demonstrating. One of the best things you can demonstrate is focus, right? By simply eliminating distractions. You don't want your athletes, let's say they're playing football, and they're about to catch a ball, but they're distracted by the stands, right? By people in the fans and the cheering, because their focus will go somewhere else other than what it needs to be, which is the ball that they need to catch, right? So their attention needs to be in a certain spot, and they can't do that if their attention is distracted. So learning to eliminate distractions can be simply putting the phone down for a little bit. It's going to be hard, but again, like anything that you do, practice makes it easier. This is one of the best things you can teach an athlete, because focus and putting the attention in the right spot for an athlete is key to being able to be a high performer. Meditation can be one of those things that you demonstrate, and it doesn't have to be this woo-woo thing. It's really just about focusing, because a lot of times we're just trying to put more and more stuff on our to-do list, and it's not helping. So focusing on one thing is basically what meditation is. You're just clearing everything else out, letting it go. And so when you focus, it allows you to put your attention where you want it. So take that as a practice for athletes to learn to put your attention where you want it, learn to eliminate distractions. And you will be better able to focus for longer, because like sports, you're going to be practicing. So practice, focus, practice attention into one thing, practice meditation. Parents raise athletes by showing them how to just let things go. And one of the things that I think we really need to let go is when it comes to emotions. We have this idea that emotions are bad and that we shouldn't feel any emotions. We got to be tough, or we got to be this and that, but we are trying to eliminate a lot of the emotions. I want you to let that go and release it. Emotions are there. It gives us passion for certain sports, right? And so what we're looking at doing is learning how we can experience it, yet stay controlled. So our actions are still up to us. We have control of that, but we can experience emotions. So letting go of this idea that emotions are bad is got to be one of those things that we have to help our athletes understand. Parents raise athletes, and one of the best ways to do it is demonstrating. Now, demonstrating doesn't mean actual actions within what you're doing, but also what you're saying. When you use words like, I have to, the have to things become work from the get-go, right? And so if you can replace those have tos with, I get to, it changes things up. It changes your starting point. And for athletes that maybe are in a sport that requires running, and you start hearing them saying, I have to run, it makes it work already. If you change that up to, I get to run, it puts the mindset, the mind frame in a different position. And you're not starting off with working. So changing up your wording from have to I get to can be a big difference for your athlete. Now, I always talk about letting go. For you to let go of something like tension, right? Tension in the body, tension in the muscles. There's this tightness that you feel. It restricts your performance, whether it's physical or mental or emotional, right? It just holds you back, because if you are tight, it's not going to help you at all. So letting that go by simply stretching. Don't forget to stretch 30 seconds to a minute. Just hold those stretches, and hopefully that allows you to open up a little bit so that you're not as tense. Again, there's a lot of things that we can be tense about, but what we're trying to do is release it. So thanks again for watching. If you like content like this, subscribe and check out kidtoathlete.com. See you in the next video.